Here's why the Houston Texans have a 30-day trial at the linebacker position.
Hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, hard work, work. There you go. Hard work, work. Everybody doing it right. Hard work, work, work. That's what I say. Hard work, work, work. Earn my pay. Hard work, work. Hard work, do it every day. Hard work, work. Get up out of quarter to three. Hard work, work. Let me go and earn my pay. Hard work, work. Boots on and lace.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Big Sarge, your host of the Sports Talk with Big Sarge show on YouTube. Make sure you follow me on the app formerly known as Twitter at Big Sarge Sports with the Z at the end, and on Instagram at Big Sarge Sports with the Z at the end. Make sure you're reading all my articles at www.bigsargemedia.com. On the tick and the talk at Big Sarge Media. All right, real quick. So, y'all ever heard that song? Who sings that song? It's 5 o'clock somewhere. I don't know the rest of the words. I just know it go, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. And look, I'm going to go ahead and start this happy hour early because it is 5 o'clock. 5:24 somewhere. So we're going to start this happy hour early. Hey, and I'm not going to keep you long. Listen, I know I look like an old Baptist preacher, and you can't really trust an old Baptist preacher who keeps saying, we ain't going to be here long. 2 hours later, we ain't going to be here long. 4 hours later, all right, I'm about to let y'all go. But hold on just a second. I got one more point to make. 7 hours later, they still talking about, I ain't going to keep you long. No, I'm really not going to keep you long because I have some things that I have to get ready for on tomorrow. I'm going to put this out on social media here soon. Hey, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all right now, Big Sarge Media is growing, and it's growing quickly, and it's gaining some steam, gaining credibility. I got a huge interview on tomorrow that I'm probably going to release on Sunday. I'm going to start doing little my Sunday articles. Even when the season starts, I want to be able to have give you that old newspaper type feel, give you one big feature story that you can read. You know how back in the day you used to get the Sunday paper? Oh Lord, I know that I am preaching to some people that be like, what you talking about newspaper, Sarge? I have no clue. Can I find that on the net? Sure you can. I ran into 3 women yesterday who never heard of Designing Women, and I was like, oh my God, I'm getting old. But I'm going to start doing these features that I'm going to release on Sunday like they used to do in the Sunday paper. I don't know if they still do that or not because I don't get the paper. I don't get a chance to read the paper anymore. So on top of, once the regular season starts, on top of the articles that I'm doing for the game, the pregame articles, I'm also going to do that. So I have a huge interview that I have to get ready for on tomorrow, and I'm so excited, and I cannot wait to share this with you all. It is, when I was able to secure this interview, I had to put my hand over my heart, and that's what I do a lot to show that I'm thankful and I'm grateful. It centers me a lot, but I'm always putting my hand over my heart so I could tell that I'm grateful for everything that is given to me. All right, so like I said, I'm not going to keep you long. We're going to be quick, and then we're going to get out of this thing. So you see the title, right? It says the Texans have a 30-day trial at the linebacker position. So last night, I was a part of the H-Town Rundown, and that is an amazing podcast. If you don't follow the H-Town Rundown, stop what you're doing right now. You can even stop listening to me. Go follow them, but come back. Hey, Smokey, come back. Come back here. Go follow the H-Town Rundown, but come back. But I was on the H-Town Rundown with some brilliant football minds. And Mike, I call him White Mike Jr., AD, Doc, Larry Payton, Larry and Stafford, Auntie Swan. So I was a part of that. And we got to talking about the 53-man roster that was released on yesterday with the Houston Texans. And one of the things that was brought up, and one of the points that I made on there that I've said I need to dive in a little bit deeper on my own show, was the linebacker position. A lot of people are concerned by the fact that Christian Harris has went on the IR. He's going to be out for at least the first 4 games of the season. And so when you look at middle linebacker Azeez Al-Shaair, after that, you're saying to yourself, okay, so what else do we have, Sarge? What else do we have outside of Azeez Al-Shaair? Okay, Henry To'oTo'o, do we trust him? Jake Hansen, do we trust him? Neville Hewitt, great special teams guy, but can we trust him in the game? Jamal Hill, he's a rookie, playing, just going into his second year of playing this linebacker position. Can we? There's going to be, if you throw him in the game, Sarge, is he ready for NFL regular season game speed? We've seen him play in the preseason, but is he ready to play in the regular season? Del'Shawn Phillips, I can't tell you really anything about him because I don't really know anything about him. So when you look at the linebacker position, and some of the concerns that was brought up was, after Azeez, with Christian Harris on the IR, what are you going to do? And I said, RELAX. Relax. Chill. Hold on. Because I've been watching training camp. I've been watching the preseason games. I know what Azeez Al-Shaair has done for Henry To'oTo'o and Jake Hansen, the 2 linebackers who are probably going to get the bulk and the majority of the snaps until Christian Harris comes back. I've seen the influence and the impact that he's had on them. I've watched these 2 players come back into camp in shape. In shape. Hold on, y'all. Side note. I'm gonna talk about that. All right, so let me adjust. 119 dozen 55 sweet. Sarge, what happened at Nick's press conference today that abruptly ended it? They had a person who passed out. I'm not gonna say what publication he's from, but he passed out, and so they had to stop it in order to take care of him, to get him some medical attention. So that young man is doing just fine. He is okay. For those of you all who are concerned, he's doing okay. All right, so let me get back to this, right? And so watching Henry To'oTo'o play in training camp and in the games, watching Jake Hansen and what he's been able to do in training camp, I said, well, hey, look, the Texans honestly and truly have a 30-day trial at the linebacker position, because Christian Harris should be ready to come back after 4 games. And if you look at the Texans schedule, this is why I am not worried about Christian Harris being out. Because if you look at the first 4 games, look at the first 4 games for the Houston Texans, and look at the quarterbacks that they're playing. They're playing the Indianapolis Colts and Anthony Richardson, who is coming into his second year in the league, but it's still like his rookie year. He didn't play enough snaps last year to say that he's gotten acclimated to playing in the NFL. So he is coming in. This is going to be basically his rookie year. And you're starting out going up against that Houston Texans defense, who, when you played it, they're not the same defense that you played against last year. This is a totally new defense with totally new players and a bunch of talent. Talent was added. And so that first game, you're playing against the Indianapolis Colts and Anthony Richardson, who's basically a rookie. The second week, you play a rookie in Caleb Williams. And I know there's a lot of hype behind Caleb Williams. Side note, hey, bro, that's not a heart. That pendant that you gave to your offensive lineman, it's not a heart, bro. Like, I don't know what, like, you'd have done better off getting hands that go like how they do the little heart thing like this, right? You'd have done better off getting hands like that than to give them what you gave them. Now, hey, this is for the 18 and over. Y'all stay right here. For the 18 and under and the saved, sanctified, and filled with Crown Royal apple, y'all go to the side. Bro, that's not a heart. That's scrotums. So, like, just say, if you want to say, hey, we got to play with don't even know how to put this. I don't even know how to put this properly in without saying pause. Like, that's not a heart. That's not a heart. That's scrotums. That's what you gave your offensive lineman. And if I was an offensive lineman and he handed them to me, I'd be like, hey, what we going to do with these, bruh? Y'all ever seen those people who have those jacked up trucks and you look on the back and what do they have hanging from the little tailgate thing? Right? Exactly. What do they have hanging? Like, you can't no grown man say, hey, here goes a heart. Like, that's not heart, these nuts. You're not going to give me scrotums, Caleb Williams. I digress. You playing Caleb Williams, a rookie, a talented rookie, and let me not, hey, look, I'm not going to look past the fact that the Chicago Bears have a really good team. They have put something around this young man. They're building around this young man, and they're giving him talent, but he's still a rookie. It hasn't taken an NFL snap just yet. And in your second week, you're playing this Houston Texans defense. You're trying to beat DeMeco Ryans. Like, that's not an easy thing to do, no matter how much talent you have on the field when you're a rookie. You have to have veterans to be able to you have to have a veteran presence to be able to manipulate it. So the first two games is against a second-year rookie. The first game is against a second-year rookie. The second game is against a rookie. And then you go into Minnesota and Sam Darnold, who some have rated a tier 4 quarterback and the second worst starting quarterback in the NFL. I know that the Minnesota Vikings were supposed to have J.J. McCarthy. I got it, but he's hurt. He's out for the season. They're going to start with Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. Listen, Sam Darnold couldn't play good if Caleb Williams gave him one of them necklaces. Sam Darnold couldn't have a pair if Caleb Williams gave him two of those medallions, pendants. I don't know what they are. Two hearts. Sorry, y'all. I don't know how this. Hey, look, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? That I don't know. But Sam Darnold. It would take 4 Justin Jeffersons being on the field at the same time in order for Sam Darnold to be an average quarterback. And once again, if they're healthy, Sam Darnold is not going to be able to do a lot with that defense. You start getting into a small little test in week 4 when you have to go against the Jacksonville Jaguars, who they have a good team, and they have a very good quarterback to meet in Trevor Lawrence. And that's going to be a really good game. That may be a game where you kind of miss having Christian Harris. But that's week 4. As long as you have Christian Harris for week 5 against Buffalo and Josh Allen, you may be able to even give him some rest in game 6 against the Patriots when they play Drake May or Jacoby Brissett. I don't know which quarterback is going to start. Maybe you all can tell me, because I think they're not going to announce that until tomorrow. So I don't know who's starting for the Patriots. But when the Texans play them in week 6, it's going to be the Drake May or Jacoby Brissett. And then you have to play the Packers and Jordan Love, which could be the second test. Like, I think that within the first 7 games, the Houston Texans have 2.5 strong tests as far as teams is concerned. One is Buffalo, only because of Josh Allen. 2 is the Packers, because they're young and Jordan Love is coming into his own. And that half game, I'll say, is Jacksonville, because that's just a division rivalry game between those two. And they tend to play each other. They tend to play each other very well. Like, that's a tough matchup for Jacksonville and a tough matchup for Houston, only because they know their tendencies. They know each other's tendencies. They know each other's habits. They know what each other want to do. You know, they could potentially split 1-1 this season with the 2 games that they're going to meet. But the first 4 games I named: Indianapolis, Chicago, Minnesota, and Jacksonville. You can survive without Christian Harris on the defensive side of the ball in those first 4 games. Even if they go 3-1 in those first 4 games, that's still a win. If you go 3-1, you get him back and they win in Buffalo. They win in New England. They win with the Packers. By the time you get him back, a fully healthy, energized maniac in Christian Harris, because he is so eager to get back on the field. He's so ready to get on the field. Hold on. Hey, you make a good point. Side note. Yes, Evan Ingram. It's gonna be a good one, AD. That's gonna be a good one. I'm glad you're here, AD, because I think that Henry Toa is going to be very serviceable for this defense until Christian Harris gets back, and playing with Azeez, learning from Azeez, and then playing behind Christian, but having those snaps, having the snaps and those reps is going to serve the Houston Texans very well later on in the season. So just chill. Just chill. Texans got a 30-day trial at the linebacker position. And if they're anything like me, right? If they, hold on. Now listen, hey, you ain't got to tell me twice about Jamal Hill. I am a huge Jamal Hill fan. And when this young man learns how to play the position, everything that he's doing now, he's learning on the fly, and is using his athleticism in order to do all of that. But he's still a rookie. He's still a rookie. So listen, I'm pretty sure, Nick seems like he's one of those guys that's not like me. How many times y'all have signed up for a free trial, a free subscription or whatever, and then you look up 3 months later and you be like, where is this money? Why does this $25 keep coming out of my account? And then you go and you look and you're like, damn, I never canceled the free trial. I'm pretty sure Nick is not going to have that problem, only because like I said, when Christian Harris gets back, it's going to be that defense. If they're healthy when he gets back, that defense is about to go up another level. All right, y'all. I was honest. I got to get out of here because I got some research that I got to do, because the young man that I'm interviewing tomorrow, when I step in there, if I ain't ready, chew me up and spit me out. As long as he don't give me one of them Caleb Williams medallions or them pendants or whatever it is, I'm good. Make sure you subscribe to the Sports Talk with Big Sarge show on YouTube at Big Sarge Media. Make sure you follow me on the app formerly known as Twitter, Big Sarge Sports with the Z at the end, and on Instagram. Make sure you follow me on the Tick and the Talk at Big Sarge Media. And make sure you're reading my articles on bigsargemedia.com. For those of you all who are, I truly appreciate the fact that you all support my work. And let me tell you something. I know it's not your average platform. I get it. I know that some of you all go to these bigger publications and these bigger platforms to get your Texans news and your sports news and things like that, because I am adding more to the site. I am adding more sports articles. I am adding more writers. I got a writer that's going to start in the I got a journalist that's going to start at the beginning of the regular season who's going to cover the AFC West. So, we're building over here. We're getting stronger. We're getting better. I just ask that you all show me the love and support, but don't buy me no damn Caleb Williams chain. Big Sarge, I'm out.
Hard work, hard work. Hard work, hard work. Hard work.